I was so excited for this event. He is so, I guess professional is maybe one of the best words, but also very personable. Like, you know, he's been so nice the whole time, so I was almost expecting that while we were cooking too. And he's a little bit more like, this has to happen, this has to happen, this has to happen. But that's obviously why he's been like so incredibly successful and was able to make, like he said, like 50 pies for a night for the president and all of the White House guests.
So my name is BillYosses. I'm the ex-pastry chef of the White House. I became very interested in food literacy. What is happening is that you are denaturing the protein in the egg white, which is, so proteins are very tightly curled sort of filaments. To denature them means to relax them or open them up. That can be done with mechanical whisking, which is done here. This whisk was moving around. But it's also acid can do that. So acid being cream of tartar in this case, or lemon juice, helps to denature the proteins. They relax. That means that they can encapsulate the air more thoroughly and more efficiently. That's why we have such a dense meringue here, because we have those little bubbles. Now remember, this was just 4 egg whites. It's amazing to me. 4 little egg whites, which are basically liquid, have turned into this because of this denatured proteins. I became very interested in food literacy, or let's call it better eating, or being aware of our food, their origin, how they're distributed, what happens to food when we cook it, when we eat it. After I left the White House, I started a group called the Kitchen Garden Laboratory in association with Chop Chop magazine, which is a healthy cooking magazine for families. It's been very exciting to pursue these interests, and I feel like I'm continuing to be inspired by Mrs. Obama's amazing initiative called Let's Move, and I feel I can be effective outside of the White House.
One of the things is, as a sociologist, I study embodiment, and that's when something is so deeply innate in you that you may not even realize what you're doing. And so then as I was standing next to Bill, watching him shape the pie, I thought there's just a different way that I can learn by watching his movements and his gestures, and then my hands can begin to imitate his. But that's not something you would even necessarily see on a video or hear if he was just saying the words. It's because he was standing there molding it, and then I was standing there next to him molding it, that I could imagine what it would mean to do this to a pie.
In teaching these kind of classes, it's more of a bottom-up than a top-down. I love my time in Washington, loved working for the Obama family, but that's part of the federal government, so that's what I would call top-down. I think it's more interesting for me now to be with young people, with kids in elementary school, teaching them cooking and sort of approach it from a bottom-up way.
His lemon meringue pie was like beautiful.
Yeah,
his
teaming skills are freaking insane.
I was tearing up. Like,
yeah,
it was
just the way that he like perfectly like ordered everything, so that there was like very little empty space, and they're like all
exactly. They were all like perfectly like just shaped.
Exactly,
and, like, they were all the same
slightly
height.
twisted.
But it also wasn't like a machine. It wasn't like regular either.
Yeah.
Like it was like it still looked like very natural and beautiful.
It was
like amazing.